Human activities, from pollution to overpopulation, are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us. The main cause is a phenomenon known as the greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, let the sun's light in, but keep some of the heat from escaping, like the glass walls of a greenhouse. The more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped, strengthening the greenhouse effect and increasing the Earth's temperature. Human activities, like the burning of fossil fuels, have increased the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. The rapid increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere has warmed the planet at an alarming rate. While Earth's climate has fluctuated in the past, atmospheric carbon dioxide hasn't reached today's levels in hundreds of thousands of years. Climate change has consequences for our oceans, our weather, our food sources, and our health. Ice sheets, such as Greenland and Antarctica, are melting. The extra water that was once held in glaciers causes sea levels to rise and spills out of the oceans, flooding coastal regions. Warmer temperatures also make weather more extreme. This means not only more intense major storms, floods, and heavy snowfall, but also longer and more frequent droughts. These changes in weather pose challenges. Growing crops becomes more difficult. The areas where plants and animals can live shift, and water supplies are diminished. In addition to creating new agricultural challenges, climate change can directly affect people's physical health. In urban areas, the warmer atmosphere creates an environment that traps and increases the amount of smog. This is because smog contains ozone particles, which increase rapidly at higher temperatures. Exposure to higher levels of smog can cause health problems such as asthma, heart disease, and lung cancer. While the rapid rate of climate change is caused by humans, humans are also the ones who can combat it. If we work to replace fossil fuels with renewable energy sources like solar and wind, which don't produce greenhouse gas emissions, we might still be able to prevent some of the worst effects of climate change.
Okay, air pollution changes the Earth climate, but not all pollutions in the atmosphere exert the same effect. There are different types of air pollution. Sometimes some types make our planet warm up at faster rate. Others cause the warming rate of the planet to slow down, generating a temporary cooling. Air pollution includes greenhouse gases. Tiny particles are called aerosols. Some of these particles come into the atmosphere naturally. The only reason the human reacts negatively to climate change or does not care if our planet is suffering is because of the ambition to money and personal satisfaction without seeing who and what is affected. Adversity is visual pollution. However, many companies to propagate the products of their supply backed up with the pollution. However, now our adversity for people to change and pollute less has not been achieved. But to solve this, you have to make into account many factors. As it is education before everything. Provide us with information of what is happening and make a personal decision to change. Not because that change, if not for a good of each of us. Above all, the change must be represented in the companies that generate all this type of pollution, as from the smaller families that cook with firewood.